Hey, welcome back to the Climbing Daily Wednesday News Show. My name is Hugo Pilcher, and today we have back in the studio
Teresa. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hello, guys. How are you? How was your weekend? You were in a climbing paradise.
I know, it was amazing. On today's show, we've got
A ton of 9A news and the latest catch-up from the IFSC.
Sounds exciting.
Speed climbing.
Speed climbing always sounds exciting because it's so fast
Exactly.
and getting faster.
For the second round of the Speed Climbing World Cup, the athletes met in Jakarta, Indonesia. Ola Miroslav is proving to be quite quick, with her second win in a row. She was up against home crowd favorite Indonesia's desert maid Rita Kusuma Dewi. But it was a very tight race, with Ola pressing the buzzer at 0.1 seconds before Desak. In third place came Alexandra Kaluchka, who won the race against Yuan Deng by 0.01 seconds. In the men's final, the battle for bronze was between Peng Wu from China and a former speed record holder Indonesian climber Kiranal Katabin. Wu unfortunately had a foot slip right before the last dyno. Kiranal suffered a slip too, but recovered and stayed on the wall. The race for final was between Indonesian climber Rayahati Nursamsa and Chinese climber Jingsan Wang. The Indonesian climber took the gold medal by 0.03 seconds. Let's hear more from our foreign correspondent, Matt Groom.
So I've just arrived back from Jakarta, and once again the weather played a big part in proceedings. There was torrential rain a couple of minutes before the final, and that caused some slippy conditions out on the wall. Especially when you consider that the wall was bought from Chamonix, and there were a few complaints last year about that wall. So we had some up and down races throughout. Alexandra Miroslav once again got gold. I mean, she hasn't lost a final since 2019. She's just so consistent. And when we think of athletes who've got big streaks like this, like Janja Garnbret or Natalia Grossman, her name needs to be up there with that GOAT list. For the men, all eyes were on Vedrik Leonardo after he broke the speed record last week, but this time it was his teammate, Rahajeti Nursamsa, who was in the spotlight. He'd only managed 6th before he took a gold medal in Jakarta, and as you can imagine, in front of his home crowd, the audience went absolutely insane. It's always quite funny to watch an athlete after they finish and win for the first time, because there's so much more media attention and just attention and autographs that goes on after that. He was a little bit like a rabbit in the headlights, but hopefully we'll see more of him in the future and a fairy tale end to the Jakarta comp. If you guys want to watch behind the scenes action, I've got a vlog diary style thing on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. And in a couple of days, I'll be flying off to the US, where paraclimbing, we see that for the first time, and boulder and speed returns. Hopefully, you can join me there.
So, I've got a fun fact.
Right.
That for the Indonesian climber, Desak, with this record, with pressing the buzzer at 6.52 seconds, Dewi is the new Asian women's record holder and gave Indonesia, for Indonesian women, their highest colorful medal. So, I mean, they still need a gold. Well, gold is left. That's not how you say these things. Anyway, speaking about records, let's move on to some higher ones.
Norwegian climber Kristin Harila has summited Cho Oyu, standing at 8,188 meters, which makes it her 14th 8,000 meter peak climbed in a year. Last year, she was on track to beat Nims's record. However, due to permit issues to access two peaks from the Chinese side, she wasn't able to finish the climb in a season. But this year, she's back in high altitude training with a new project called She Moves Mountains. Under this project, she will attempt to work on the same previous record of being the fastest person and first woman in history to climb the 14 highest peaks in the world in one season, in less than 6 months. Pretty amazing stuff, eh?
She was so close to do it last year.
Yeah.
Because of permits. It just didn't happen because of pieces of paper.
But that must be like one of the... I know, obviously, climbing 8,000 meter peaks is hard, but...
Yeah.
Getting all the admin sorted, like you must need like a full
You
team
need a
to
team.
kind of you need like a bunch of guys that know what they're doing. Admin
or women.
Did I say guys?
You said guys.
Guys and girls, girls included. You probably must just need like a huge team to get that all sorted.
But I mean, she's doing it again this year. It's like
Yeah.
Just the again part, it's like she was so close, and
I know.
I guess nothing's stopping her.
Well, you got to start again, haven't you? Because it's like in a season, isn't it?
Yes, but by completing these two at the beginning, she completed the within a year 14
Right,
peaks.
yeah, of course, yeah.
But then, well, hopefully she'll get the other 12 within this next 6 months. But then in an article online I read, she actually wants to repeat again this other 2 that she climbed now, to get them all
Within the season.
Yeah, within the season.
Nice.
Cool. Let's move on to the 9A roundup. Tristan Chen just climbed the Fly, a 9A in Rumney, New Hampshire. This climb was first sent in 2001 by Dave Graham on a rope, but now it's possible to do with a couple of crash pads. Tristan, a year ago, was diagnosed with leukemia, and after undergoing chemotherapy and bone marrow transplant, he started climbing again, and tells 8A.nu that getting back into climbing has been a bit of a process, and now I'm more focused on enjoying all aspects of it and not being so wrapped up in sends. As reported on 8A.nu, 15-year-old Peppa Sindel did the first ascent of Hypoxia Extension, a 9A. He mentioned that to figure out the crux, he needed perfect dry and cold conditions. French climber Tanguy Merard climbed his 4th 9A+ by clipping the chains of Biography, the 9A+ benchmark route, first climbed in full by Chris Sharma in 2001. Tanguy tried this route for about 50 to 60 days.
The climber with perhaps the greatest name in the whole of the climbing world, Vojta Trojan, has made an ascent of the classic Frankeneuer route, Action Direct 9A. This is officially the first 9A in the world, and in an interview with 8A.nu, Vojta said that the send day was actually wet, and they had to do a bunch of drying in order that the holds were climbable. He also spent 7 days on the route in autumn 2022. 8A.nu reports that 17-year-old French climber Victor Guermin has made the second ascent of Lebanese route Avatara. Situated in the Betara Gorge in central Lebanon, the route climbs out of a sinkhole and was first bolted and climbed by the legendary Austrian climber David Lama back in 2015. Keep an eye out for Victor, he has his eyes set on more hard sport climbing, and he will also be climbing in the Youth World Cup this year. 8A.nu reports that 18-year-old French climber Mathieu Marobin has made the first ascent of a route bolted in 1987 at the Pen-Haut Crag in the south of France. He has given the route the grade of a 9A and called it Remise des Peines. Watch out for Mathieu on the Youth Climbing World Cup this year. So lots of
9As.
Young
Youth.
The youth.
Was there a holiday or something this weekend? I feel, they took some time off school.
Maybe.
Went
Why aren't
climbing
they
for a
studying?
while. But I didn't know it was still allowed to climb there in Lebanon, in that sinkhole. I thought
There
it
you
shut
go.
it down. Or somebody told me to shut it down.
I wonder why he's there. Like maybe that was like a field trip.
Field trip.
And he was just like snuck off the back of the queue,
So
back of the
now
line.
kids are doing that nowadays, going off
yeah.
climbing.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the film, like there's a Red Bull film on it and it's
Oh yeah,
incredible.
It's
And the reason it's called Avatara is because it reminded David Lama of Avatar, because it like looked like that, green and water and stuff like that, and blue people running around it.
Otherworldly. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the 9B counter. So there are no 9Bs. Next up, we got some EpicTV movies.
Yeah, this is a special week this week. I've been waiting for this for a while.
Yes, like more than a year now.
Well, this was shot last year in Yosemite. It is the story of... Oh, it's another episode of The Dawn Wall. Mm-hmm. Here's a teaser.
My name is Siebe van Hey and I'm a Belgian big wall climber. Why I'm here is the Dawn Wall.
It was just a discovery of these crazy moves, of these crazy pitches.
It was a lot harder than we thought, actually.
Just getting the rope up to the anchor was really hard.
With the little information I have, I feel like they've got a decent chance. It seems like they're going through the process the same way I did. Yeah, they're phenomenal climbers.
After a month of work in Belgium, I came back. Felt this pressure to go and do a push. It was more of something heavy on my shoulders, weighing me down. It's a very slow process. I think I wasn't ready for this.
So that is Siba Van Hey climbing with Seb Burt.
With 14 pairs of shoes or something.
Yeah, lots of shoes.
Lots of shoes.
Lots of La Sportiva shoes.
That's it.
In association with the North Face. The film is dropping this Thursday. I'm very excited.
At 4:30, you said.
4:30 CET.
And it's going to be like
Central
a premiere.
European time.
So we'll be on the live chatting along.
Yeah, and hopefully
like
Siba will be
watching a
there as
movie at
well.
home.
Alex Egermont, the filmmaker. But no, like honestly, it's a really beautiful film. Just the whole idea of like spending that much time up on the big wall, it's really good. It really gives you this sense of scale.
Is it better than the Dawn Wall?
I don't know if it is better than Dawn Wall. The Dawn Wall's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I just watched it again the other day, and it is actually a really good film.
But it's shorter. It's like a summary.
Yeah, but I think like this for me,
It's
like
also
the
not
actual
adventure.
some of the footage he shot in Dawn Wall this time. I think is almost better than the actual film itself.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll say the Dawn Wall's better with a asterisk saying that this has got better.
6 shots.
Sicker shots. Yeah,
sicker
Alex Egermont,
shots.
the filmmaker, has done an incredible job. So that is dropping this Thursday, 4:30. Join us for a live show, live release of it, or just I don't know, watch it whenever you want.
The links will be down below. Comment of the week.
Comment of the week.
Okay.
Do you want to sing?
Do I want to?
Do we have to?
Flo just gave us 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, comment
Of
of the week.
week.
I need to practice that.
Sorry, the high notes. I need to practice my staccato. You got staccato?
No.
She who shall not be named has a staccato, right? Who's the person that you always want to talk about and I don't want to talk about?
Oh, Taylor Swift.
No, don't say her name.
How does the moon work? And why can we eat salad but not grass?
All right, go on then. What's your comment of the week?
My comment of the week is from PSNM8WK. The best climber is the one who has the most fun. Maybe I'll go to the next World Cup then. Yeah, I mean, try it out. It is fun. You know, you might have to be as good as other people in your country's team, but yeah, have fun. Climbing is fun.
Climbing is fun.
You just have to try.
Yeah. As long as you're having fun, nothing else matters. Not even the points, or the 9B counter,
Nah.
or the 9A roundup.
No.
As long as you don't feel judged.
Oh, we forgot to mention somebody in 9B counter, which is technically an 8C+, but it used to be a 9A, I think.
Okay.
Or like something chipped away and there was a whole grade up and down. Dan sent Joe Blau in Oliana.
Oh, Dan, congratulations.
But yes, congrats, Dan.
Nice one, Dan. We'll have to have him on the show just to...
Oh yeah, we should have him on the show.
Yeah?
He's quite entertaining.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That could work.
5 years project.
Really?
Yeah, I tried it for 5 years.
Wow.
But this year it was really close. Like really close. There was a dyno that's not doing that.
Right, okay. To finish.
In the middle, and then there's... Yeah, to finish like the hard bit, it's a dyno.
Wow. Did you belay him on it? How do you know so much about it?
Because he's a buddy, and I saw him trying it a couple of times.
Nice one, Dan. We're proud of you. Okay,
Actually.
my comment of the week is by Abel, who says, I personally would find it quite interesting if speed climbing would do something like 2 different standard routes with slightly different styles, and then the winner be the one with the best combined score and having the best at each of the 3 or so standard routes.
So basically, like Rock Masters. I think speed climbing should be like Rock Masters.
What? Speed
league climbing.
So it's not timed, but it is timed.
It is timed. Yeah,
But
it's a buzzer beater.
1 versus 1.
Yeah, it's against each other, but it's the same route.
Okay, interesting.
But harder, not like the speed one.
But what about the poor people that trained all their lives in the one route and now they just chuck in another route?
It has to eventually change.
No.
No? Like every 10 years? Every 20 years?
What's the grade of it again? 6B plus?
6B-ish, yeah, 6B plus.
Yeah. You climbed it before? No?
I touched the hole.
You touched the hole. Did it feel nice?
Yeah, quite rough.
Awesome. Speed climbing is getting quite the airing recently.
Cool. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.